Well, here we are. Camp Rock 3 has come out, furthering my belief that God hides because he fears us. I mean, the entire Earth was flooded for less. Camp Rock is one of those DCOM series that so many millennials have so much nostalgia for, and yet both these movies are objectively terrible. Like, even by Disney Channel movie standards. All they really have going for them is like classic meme lines.
She's really good.
Like High School Musical 2 and 3 are legit pretty good. Lemonade Mouth is unironically fantastic. And then after that, they were like, okay, let's never make a good one again. Well, that's not true. Descendants 1 is actually pretty alright, especially when you see what the movie series has become nowadays. But all the same, of course I was interested. Of course I had to see it, and so I did, and I barely survived. And now it's your turn. So come along, kids, let's take a walk and check out Camp Rock 3.
Oh my god! Look, there's the cabins. And there's a stage over there. We're here! Finally. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Hey, she said the thing! So this is our main character, Sage, and she's finally getting her chance to go to Camp Rock, which has been her dream since forever, for some reason, I guess. Unfortunately, her stupid brother's also there. Barf, gross, am I right? But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by FreeCash. I know, hilariously on the nose name. Obviously, nothing is free. Someone's paying something somewhere, right? But now instead of being forced to stop everything and watch an ad that you're just gonna skip in 5 seconds anyway, you can get some of that marketing money back in your own pocket. You want some extra cash by taking part in game testing and survey marketing? Here you go. Game developers and marketing firms pay apps like this from their marketing budgets to get information on how players play games, how they use certain apps or websites, and FreeCash shares part of that with you as rewards. So like, it's not a replacement for your job, it's not a real side hustle, it's just an easy way to make a little bit of extra cash instead of just doom scrolling away your finite time on this earth on those apps that we all claim to hate but keep using anyway. FreeCash is completely free, hence the name. You are paying with your time and engaging with the product. And hey, they have 4.6 stars on Trustpilot, so you don't just have to take my word for it. It's super easy to get started. You download the app, you set up your account, and just start playing games, taking surveys, doing offers. Very straightforward. You tell the app what kind of stuff you're into, and they match you to games and offers that you'd probably like. As you play and use the app, you earn real money, and you can cash this directly onto PayPal, gift cards. They have a lot of options with fast turnarounds, starting from a minimum of just $25. They also run promos and special offers from time to time, so the more you play on the app, the more you can get. Like I said, a great way to actually use your free time productively. Finally, you have an excuse to close Twitter. If you click my link or scan the QR code here on the screen, you sign up, you start playing even just one game, you'll get up to a $10 sign-up bonus just as a thank you from FreeCash. So like I said, if you're just looking for a little bit of extra money here and there, click my link or scan the QR code right here, get your 10 bucks, and start earning even more in your free time. Okay, back to the show.
I mean, this has been our dream, like, ever. Is this how it's gonna be all of summer? I mean, you barely even talking to me?
Well, I figured that's how you'd want it, since you broke up the band.
Awkward exposition.
Hello, sis, who I am estranged from now because you broke up our band recently, which I was a part of because I love music. Oh, hey, little bro, which is what I call you all the time. How long has our mother been dead? 3 years this August, which you totally would know, but I'm gonna remind you of anyway. Their mom isn't actually dead, that's just a joke. So as per usual with these kinds of movies, we see Sage getting situated in her bunk, and she meets her new bunkmate, Rosie, who is very normal.
Top bunk's all yours.
Could we discuss that? Actually, I'd love the bottom bunk if possible. Sometimes I wake up and check on my cello, you know, like people do with their babies. Huh.
Yeah, I don't think you should say that to anyone ever again. Now, while Sage and Rosie are getting to know how weird each other are, something interrupts them, and you'll never guess what it is.
Trust me, I get it. Look who came to camp with me.
Thanks.
It can't be.
No, we're not doing this. No, it was cringe the first time. Don't do it again. Hey, millennials, remember the 2000s? Remember when life was awesome? Me neither. Now, in the middle of all this, we also get to meet another character named Maddie.
Here we go. Hi. Yeah. Wait, is that
Maddie 09 exclamation point.
That's the best you could come up with? Not that I have much room to talk, honestly. But it's like when you meet someone who still has the same gamer tag they made when they were like 12. Big Booty McTootie 7. 6 other people had this name?
That's two. She brought her backup dancers.
Maddie's baddies.
She must be the best dancer here.
Okay, you know, Disney Channel? Sure, she's the best dancer, whatever you say.
She's really good.
Now, you might think that this Queen Bee famous influencer girl is gonna go on to be a really important character in this movie, like Tess in the first 2 movies, right? You'd think so, right? You know, if it was like a properly written movie? But okay, so we then flash sideways over to our other main characters, which is a term I use very generously because, boy, they are barely in this movie. Once again, we're reunited with Shane, played by no one's favorite, Joe Jonas.
Oh, hi, Shane. Hi. You good? You seem more overly caffeinated than normal.
I'm fine.
Sure, yeah, that's great and all. More importantly, though, if I have to see Joe Jonas's stupid chest tattoo, so do you. I strive to obtain the level of unfounded confidence that Joe Jonas has in showing off his complete lack of chest.
Okay, fine. Girl Vibe is no longer available.
Our opening act quit?
They didn't quit. They broke up. They said their vibe was off. We are about to begin a sold-out national tour called Reconnected. And
I'm sorry. The exposition in this movie is incredible. Masterclass. So the setup of the movie is that Connect 3, which is also my 4-year-old nephew's favorite game. Okay, great job, Timmy. Now you're smart enough to be in charge of YouTube policy changes. They need to find a new opening act because they're about to go on tour, but the last group quit on them very suddenly. I assume because Joe Jonas keeps trying to dress like this. Now back at Rock, Camp, we see that Mitchie's mom is now the camp director, and she also has not aged a single day in like 20 years.
I'm Connie Torres, camp director, and yes, Mitchie's mom. Legends are made here.
Now, part of the camp rules is they all have to turn in their phones. They're not allowed to use them at all, ever, while they're at camp. And of course, right after that moment, you'll never guess what happens.
And speaking of Camp Rock legends, Connect 3!
I love when they first walk in and Shane's like walking in with both arms out and like no one cares. Not a single high five from anyone. This kid over here is just like, oh, it's the Jonas Brothers.
Someone to open for us. But not just any opener. Someone reliable, who won't change the set list 5 minutes before showtime. Somebody who shows up on time, who doesn't need 3 assistants to tune 1 guitar.
Remember when they did the same exact thing in A Very Jonas Christmas last year? I thought you guys patched everything up already. Like every modern Jonas Brothers movie is the same exact shtick every time. Nick Jonas is like, hey guys, I'm married with kids now. Kevin Jonas is like, hey guys, I'm married with kids now. And then Joe Jonas is like, how come nobody wants to sleep with me anymore, I'm freaking Joe Jonas. Oh, Nick has kids? Well, joke's on you, I don't even like my kids. So the whole thing about this movie is that Connect 3 is holding a competition to find their next opening act. And so there will be 3 rounds, and whoever remains after that will be in the final jam, and then the brothers will pick who the winner is. Then the camp all breaks out into song, which I found to be a little bit weird because like in the Camp Rock movies, the songs were only like done diegetically, like when the kids were like practicing music or whatever. It's just an interesting change. And like, not to be overly nitpicky here, but like the lip syncing in this movie is all over the place. Like, obviously I can't play the songs here, but like, watch it for yourself. It is absolutely ridiculous. Now, in the middle of this incredibly rushed intro, like right in the middle of the song, we see a cop car pull up and out steps the local bad boy.
The older bunk was already full when your cousin called.
I'm fine wherever.
Okay, good, because this bunk is the one that's available. Boys, this is Fletch.
Fletch? Your name is Fletch? I'd be in jail too if my parents named me that. But don't worry, everybody. In case you were wondering, Fletch does indeed have a heart of gold.
Drumsticks. The guy thought it'd be hilarious to chuck them on the roof. Thanks.
You know, it always cracks me up when movies do this, because like if you ask girls about dating a bad boy, like, it never goes well. Oh boy, he's so sexy and cool, and I love how he doesn't seem to care about anything. But I know deep down he has a heart of gold and sexy vulnerabilities that he's never told anyone about but me. Man, movies frickin' lied. Also, this is Cliff, the drummer kid, and he's a little different than everyone else.
Yo, that's been in my head since breakfast. You ever get that?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Well, I'm gonna use it. Write the whole song, perform it, win, tour, boom! New life.
Oh man, Cliff, what's it like having optimism for the future? I can't wait to grow up and be an adult and follow my dreams of sending out 50 resumes a week just to get automatically rejected 3 minutes later by an AI. But okay, now everyone's preparing for the first competition, which is to sing a Jonas Brothers song in their own style. And so Sage heads down to use one of the practice rooms. However, turns out freaking Maddie the influencer is hogging it the whole time. And so Sage is like, hey, since you've been here for a while, can I use the room now? And then Maddie's like, I'm ill.
So, if I were you, I'd try and find another room. But I love your whole vibe. It's giving effort.
Oh yeah? Well, I wish your parents were giving you to Planned Parenthood. Anyway, so the first challenge is for the kids to perform their own rendition of everyone's favorite Jonas Brothers song.
Grab a mic and a hat. Follow me if you can.
The competition ends and a bunch of kids get cut, but then the rest move on to the next round.
I would just like to say, you are seen. You are enough. Please don't freak out. Breathe, Luke. Just think, you'll have front row seats to someone else's dreams coming true.
Yeah, you know, like when commenters get really mad at YouTubers and streamers for like making a living or whatever, even though they themselves could just start making YouTube videos. Like, you have a phone, there's nothing stopping you. Anyway, so after this, we see the kids going to some musical workshops and classes and stuff, like a songwriting class, where we get a little surprise guest.
I have been wanting to bring this next guy here for a while. Please welcome Calvin Rhodes.
Amazing.
Oh my freaking God, well, why are you here? Aren't you Flynn Rider now? How are you everywhere all the time? Aquafina 2.0, I tell you what. Anyway, his class is about interviewing a camper that you haven't spoken to before, and this will somehow like expand your mind, man, and help you write better or something.
Simple words. Real details. That's the goal. All right, next volunteer. Hey, mister, please don't look at me.
Ah, I see you're one of those teachers, huh? All right, class, who thinks they can tell me the answer to this question? Me, I do, me. No. I think today's the day I make life miserable for all the introverted kids who don't want to speak in front of the class. I'm such an amazing teacher. Anyway, so wouldn't you know, Fletch and Sage get paired up, and now Fletch has to tell the entire class what he just learned about her.
This is Sage Scott.
I see.
And as she just demonstrated, her nose sort of crinkles when she laughs. And she bites her cuticles or tries to make a joke anytime she doesn't want to talk about something.
Wait, she bites her cuticles? Do you mean her nails? Or like, how does that work? Hello, nice to meet you. How about you tell me a little bit about yourself? Huh? But anyway, so talking to Sage inspires Fletch to go up on stage and sing one of those like generic hot guy songs, you know, where it's like... Sometimes you feel sad and lonely. Literally everyone does, but it's cute when you do it. Your heart is like a fart during peeing. You trusted one too many, and now you're scared of what could happen. Just open up and let it free. Yes, so what if everyone knows that it was you? Yes, so what if you push a little too hard again? That's why I always bring an extra pair, and it's not that weird, okay? So stop saying that. If you want, I could lend you mine tonight.
And that is how you write a song.
And trust me, I would know, okay? I single-handedly solved racism. But okay, so as you might imagine, now Fletch and Sage are kind of sort of getting a little with each other, and they spend some time on the docks talking about feelings and stuff.
Are you really the bad boy everyone says you are?
Define bad.
You showed up to camp in a cop car.
So we come to find out Fletch's true backstory, which is that he was not in jail, but his single mom died, and now he's being put into the foster system. So he came straight from the court hearing, and now he's just kind of waiting for the judge to decide, like, what's gonna happen to him. So he wears a camouflage hat and white tank top just for the love of the game, I guess. So in between all this, Sage ends up discovering something a little interesting in her cabin. That's right, everybody. Turns out Mitchie hid her secret notebook under the floor years ago. And so Sage opens it up to find out what Mitchie was really doing in there. Cup of Joe, a Joe Jonas fanfiction. Winter and her affluent boyfriend, Nolan, are on a business trip. And then she meets Joe Jonas. Jonas Brothers Holiday Special. Hey, I saw that on Disney+. Joe Jonas, Nick Jonas. Sibling in... Ugly holiday special. People say my content's weird. Oh no, Nick is a girl. The Jonas Brothers and Frankie Jonas kidnap me. This one's like almost brand new, by the way. What happens when the Jonas Brothers and their younger brother Frankie kidnap a girl that Frankie teach math at high school? Young high school girl is an orphan. Of course she is. Tags, kidnap, diapers. I can't breathe. While this is happening, we see Fletch and Desi jamming out on their guitars, but then afterwards they have the most bizarre conversation.
Jamming's great, but I'm not here to mess around.
You sound like Sage.
Knew I liked her.
Dude, don't talk about my sister like that.
You telling me what to do?
No, sir.
Like, the way it's edited is so weird. Like, what is this? This is how a lot of the movie is, honestly. It's just so rushed in like a really weird way. Anyway, so the second competition is a dance-off.
Camper Callie is gonna lead us in this dance challenge.
Grab a mic and a hat. Follow me if you can.
When will the Lord take me?
If I tap you on the shoulder, you are eliminated.
The snipers are already on standby, don't even try to run. And so they have a dance-off where the red-headed mean girl shows off her incredible skill.
She's really good.
The way they handle the whole mean girl thing is so funny too, because like we always see her fixing her makeup and reapplying her lip gloss, and clearly they're trying to show us that like she's so vain and cares about her looks so much because she's like the queen bee mean girl, right? Even though every other girl in the camp also has lots of makeup on. Also, why are some kids wearing tank tops and other kids are wearing sweatshirts at the same time? Isn't this a summer camp? But okay, so what happens is Desi's about to get tapped out, but Sage steps in to stop all that from happening, and in so doing, Sage bumps into Maddie, who then gets disqualified instead. Maddie, of course, is not happy about this and wants to get revenge on Sage and her friends, so she hatches her diabolically evil scheme to, make their stuff look silly. Yep.
You'll never have what it takes to shine on stage. But hey, at least your sneakers will. Cliff,
My drumsticks!
now they're as weird as you are.
You bedazzled my cello?
Okay, hold on a gosh darn second here. My dude, that's like a $8,000 cello, okay? Chuck Taylor's fine. Drumsticks, who cares? This is like a third-degree felony. Now, this turns into a huge fight, and in the end, Maddie accidentally throws some baby vomit, or whatever this is, on camp director Connie, and so she gets in trouble.
So Connie spoke to Madison's parents. They'll be replacing everything she trashed, including your cello, instead of buying her a car.
Now, this leads us to the third and final challenge, which is to stay in a tour bus-like environment for 24 hours to see if they really have what it takes to be on the road.
Ta-da!
Oh, come on. A porta potty in the summer is basically a poop oven.
So you have been to Coachella.
Okay, that one actually made me laugh. Also, this is why everyone needs to be a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout or whatever, because you learn very valuable life lessons at scout camp, like how to hold everything in for like 7 days straight. Now that night, Cliff is snoring, so Rosie holds his nose to wake him up, and then Aquafina's like, hey, just making sure you're not turning into Lord of the Flies, and then everyone's like, what's a book? And then 5 seconds later, Rosie has like an emotional breakdown.
Rosie, you okay?
I don't know.
Kind of like what I was talking about earlier. This scene here also feels so weird. Like the movie's edited so strangely. It feels like you've been on your phone the whole time and then you look up and you're like, wait, what's happening? But that's just how they made the movie.
All I know is that I need to win this. I need to go on tour. Because what if when I go home, I go back to being the old Rosie?
Anyway, so they all sing a song about like friendship or something, and then we see Fletch and Sage on the roof of the bus, which like, it's funny how they always skip the part where like they spend 20 minutes trying to get up there in the first place.
I don't want the people that I share a connection with to just...
During the conversation, Sage finds out that Fletch still has his phone, which is a big no-no, right? But he has it because he's waiting to find out what's gonna happen with his living situation. However, the next day, they all get called into the director's office.
Come on in. Have a seat. I know that one of you has a phone.
So what happened was someone filmed them singing in the bus and uploaded it to YouTube. And now it's going viral, guys. It has like 2,000 hits.
Guys, the competition's on the line. Connect 3 still needs an opening act.
Fletch. Just tell them.
Sage, shut the fuck. So Fledge says that he does indeed have a phone, but he didn't record it. But no one knows what to believe, because like that's totally the kind of thing a bad boy from prison would do, you know what I'm saying? But see, actually we know the truth, okay? Because that night, Maddie, who's still at camp somehow, snuck into the head office and stole her phone back and recorded them on the bus so that they would get kicked out, which makes no sense, because like, where could she possibly have filmed from that would make it look like Fletch did it from inside the bus while he was playing guitar the whole time?
Disney Channel movies, they don't always make sense.
Sage also feels bad that she kind of threw Fletch under the bus for no reason.
I couldn't risk not competing. I mean, everything I've ever worked for would have been for nothing. I did regret it after I said it. Do you think he'll ever forgive me?
I forgave you, didn't I?
And so she goes to apologize to Fletch. But don't worry, everybody, in case you thought this would turn into any kind of actual like emotional stakes or character development, rest assured.
I panicked and I didn't trust you, and I should have.
You done? Connie and Lark traced it, and the video came from Madison's account. I'm reinstated.
Wait, stop, hold on. So the whole big scheme with Maddie, she's doing all this like 007 sneaking mission, whatever, and so it turns out it all gets resolved off screen in like 15 seconds. And Fletch has no emotions about anything at all except, what is even the point then? Also, Maddie is again not kicked out of camp for doing this, even though the movie goes out of its way to tell us that some kids were indeed kicked out for sneaking their phones.
Last night, we lost a couple of campers thanks to a smuggled phone. Reminder, no phones, no posts, no leaks.
The movie sets all this up and turns out it all means literally nothing. What is the point of anything in this movie? Anyway, then it's time for the final jam.
You fear her, and you've probably been eliminated by her. Make some noise for your final jam MC.
Joe, get that bulge out of here. What do you think this is? Anyway, then all the kids perform their songs for the final jam. Sage's is like extra special because she involves the other 4 kids playing their instruments, like Fletch over here just licking and biting his lips for no particular reason. And they sing a song about how I'm not perfect, but at least I'm me and I make mistakes, but I'm still a good friend or something like that, which is really bizarre because no one in this movie is like that at all. Which seems to be the case for almost all modern movies now. None of these characters actually have any real flaws or imperfections. Like even when Sage throws Fletch under the bus, but hey, don't worry, everything got resolved without any effort from us. This is totally how movies are supposed to work, right? Compare this to like Camp Rock 1, okay? Which is not that great of a movie, but like in that movie, Mitchie's very scared to stand out and get embarrassed, which is why she has all these secret songs in her notebook, which, side note, this book here ends up meaning nothing in the 3rd movie. Like, Sage finds it and then like big freaking whoop, nothing happens. Anyway, back to Camp Rock 1. Mitchie can't afford to attend the camp, so her mom gets her in by working at the cafeteria. Now, Mitchie finds out that everyone else is rich, and so she lies that her parents are also super rich, and then she has to hide the truth about like her mom working there, you know? So like there's this undercurrent of how long can Mitchie keep up the lie while also having her mom not know that she is embarrassed by her. And so this is like a big character flaw that Mitchie has to overcome. In this movie, everyone is perfect and amazing, and Sage has one tiny lapse in judgment, but then like there's no falling out with the friend group, there's no duet ballad with Fletch about like, I thought I knew you, but I guess I was wrong. It's just one of those modern Disney movies where like there's no consequences, there's no pushback, like no one needs to change anything about themselves other than just be more of yourself. So then movies like this end up being about literally nothing of consequence. But anyway, so the end of the movie, the Jonas Brothers can't decide who should win the final jam.
How are we supposed to pick just one?
Yeah, they should all be out there.
Don't tell me you guys still can't agree on anything.
No way.
Hi, guys.
Oh my goodness, Poot! I knew she was gonna be in this movie.
They were all incredible. And that girl at the end, Sage, she's really good.
They want this to go viral so bad. Like all this movie is just digging up the old millennial graveyard for anything they can make money on.
Grab a mic and a hat. Follow me if you can.
Whatever, Major Loser.
She's really good.
But so in the end, they all win the competition, and they all get to open for Connect 3, and everyone's dreams come true. The end. Honestly, though, I think Disney Channel movies are best when they're grounded like this. Like Zombies and Descendants, you know, it's like big, bombastic, lots of special effects, the wigs. But like a lot of their best movies, like these ones are more simple and grounded, so they work a lot better for like the budgets and stuff that Disney Channel has. Camp Rock 3 makes like no sense at all. But just in terms of like vibes, man, I feel like this kind of thing works much better for Disney Channel. And how about you? Hey, quick reminder, links at the top of the description, QR codes on the screen. Sign up through one of these, play your first game, you'll get up to a $10 bonus from FreeCash.